What's up, everybody? This is Love for the Streets, and you're watching The Ride Along.
Ride with us, slide with us, come vibe with us. Stay cruising with real hitters and dime pieces. Ain't nobody else comparing to the things we on. You got love for the streets, why don't you ride along? Ride with us, slide with us, come vibe with us. Stay cruising with real hitters and dime pieces. Ain't nobody else comparing to the things we on. You got love for the streets, why don't you ride along?
What's up, everybody? So today we're out here in Southgate, California, and I got something special for you guys once again. For all the mini truck lovers, the mini truck scene, I got something special for you guys. I'm gonna let the owner introduce himself.
My name is Stonie. I'm from the Exotic Ones Mini Truck Car Club. This is my 87 Suzuki Samurai, Verde.
All right, big homie, so what do you say? We take a ride?
Let's go.
Let's go. There we go. So how are you, bro?
Good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah,
All right, man. Hey, thank you for doing this episode with us.
problem,
I appreciate it, man. I'm excited. You know, I want to get a perspective for somebody, an OG like you. You know, what's the history of you and this Suzuki?
Well, the history on this is, I mean, we got it, me and the wife. I actually built it for her. We got it about maybe a year and a half ago. Not more than that. I found it in
A year and a half.
I found it abandoned in somebody's backyard. We wanted to do something different. You know, I've always been blessed enough to have the Impalas, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I probably had every year from 60 to, wow, 65, but a lot of the same ones in between, you know, G-bodies and everything. But
Right. The typical
neighborhood hood car, you know?
Yeah.
And this time we were thinking of doing something different because we're a little bored and tired of waiting.
Well, we're glad that you were bored because we like what you put together.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
You know, and I seen it at the show, and you know, it got a lot of attention. You know, at the takeover, it got a lot of attention. A lot of photographers took a lot of pictures. I mean, I feel like if it was something where it's like you say, something different.
Yeah.
So you say that you found this. Can we call it a mini truck, or what can we call this?
You know what, man? I'm also new to this scene.
Okay.
That I don't know if it's considered in the mini truck thing or
It's a mini.
a Jeep in the mini truck
Okay.
place, but I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know,
It's what is it? Off-road, meant to be off-road vehicle,
Meant to
right?
be off-road vehicle, but you know how we do. We
we gotta
customize everything.
yeah.
Can't leave nothing alone.
Especially somebody like you say, you've been in the scene for a long time.
Yeah.
And I know you've had, like you said, you had a lot of cars.
Yeah. Been blessed. Yeah.
Yeah, and for us to see this coming from you, like, it means a lot. You know what I mean? Because you're not just anybody that just picked it up, you know, out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah. Well, I was around some good car builders. You know, I was blessed enough to be around like my compadre Eddie. You know, everybody knew him with the Quetzal. You know, Spooky. You know what I mean? I've been around him was around him for a long time.
definitely.
You know, some of my homies is Shadow, Mo. You know, from the original HP Majestics. You know,
Okay.
you know, so around some good people. You know what I'm saying? So I've been blessed.
So you wanted to do something different, obviously, right?
Yeah, I always, you know, just break out of the normal
Yeah.
thing. You know what I'm saying? Not care what people think about what you're building now. I mean, even though a lot of my friends were surprised that I was building this, but you know, it turned out to be fun. You know,
Right.
It's still fun. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I hope that them seeing you put this together, maybe it sparked something on them and say, man, you know what, I'm gonna take a shot at something too, right?
You know what? I got a homeboy that also building one.
Okay.
I hadn't seen him in a while, and then I bumped into him building a mini truck. Like, damn, you doing that? Like, we were talking in secret. Damn, you building one too? Yeah, me too. But it's just a trick, because, you know, we've been into the lowrider scene, you know what I'm saying? But now we're like out in the open with it.
Right.
But it's fun, you know.
You love the attention you get?
Yeah, of course, you know what I'm saying? Even the negative one, bro, because I don't take it to the heart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't take that to the heart. I think that, I mean, I didn't build it to get approved by nobody else. But yeah, it's always nice, you know, to get good feedback, you know, to give people a smile and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
A thumbs up here and there, right?
Inspire somebody to do something different or better or whatever with their own cars, man, you know?
So you said you're fairly new to this.
To the mini truck scene, yeah.
To the mini truck scene, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, us growing up here in Southern California, we've seen it, you know, in the 90s. You know, everybody, pretty much some of these guys that are now maybe Impalas, Bel Airs, they own a version of a mini truck.
Yeah.
They put,
I'm finding out that they
yeah,
do.
right?
Yeah.
Because that's what you hear it a lot. Like, I used to have one of those, or, you know, I used to have a Nissan, I used to have a 720, whatever, right?
Yeah.
What's the deal with the paint job? Like, who painted the car?
The paint job was done by my friend Joe, who does the upholstery and the hydraulics. And it was just supposed to be a stock green, but you know, like everything else, we can't leave it alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I took it down to my boy Skip, right here in Paramount, Skippy, to do the pinstriping. You know, I didn't tell him not to do something too crazy. Keep it to a minimum, and he got down, man. You
were happy with the outcome.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I just told him just not too new, but not too old. And I think he combined both of the,
like an updated version of this style.
Yeah.
You know,
because I knew I just didn't want pinstriping.
Right.
But I didn't want too much pinstriping. He knew what I was asking him to do.
That's dope to hear that, because you know that it means a lot for the final outcome of what you have. Because I mean, think about it, like some of us don't have the patience to say, no, this is not what I wanted, and for you to, you know what I mean, for you to get that exactly what you asked for, that's golden, you know.
Yeah, man. Like, this was my first time messing with him, man, and he got down, man. I like that. You know, a lot of people, I've had experiences when you tell them to do something, they do what they want to do.
Right. I mean, that sucks, you know, it sucks.
You know, and I get it, because they can't read your mind and stuff, but this Skip, he knew exactly. When I picked it up, we didn't have to go back twice, nothing.
So if you're watching, Skip, you did a really good job. We like it. Man. We're happy with it. I know a lot of people, they tell me this is one of the baddest, you know, Suzuki out here. So what's the meaning behind the mural that you have?
The meaning behind the mural is like I said, I built it for the wife. So I wanted to do something with the theme where the guy's in love with his girl, you know, he's drinking because, you know, heartbroken stuff. Not that that's what we're going through, but, you know, to keep it with that theme. But I always knew that in my cars, I wanted a mural. I come from my mentors.
It has to have a mural.
You look at the guys that I grew up around with, like I said, if you go back to listen to the guys that I talked about, they all have murals in their cars. Eddie, my homeboy Mo, you know, they have
whether
murals.
it be something small, but at least it's something, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I come from that. So I said, I gotta have a mural on this little car, you know what I'm saying?
I think like this, that's a touch of like the old school in us, but it's representing or the traditions of lowriding.
Exactly.
What we know is, this is, you know, it's a lowrider, pinstriping, rims, you know, custom paint, custom interior, somewhat a custom, right? Like, it has hydraulics or modified suspension. How about that?
It's some of the mini truck era blended in with lowriding. You could tell, you could see it.
Yeah, it's lowrider inspired.
I shared that before. Yeah, and it is lowrider inspired. That's a good word for it. And, you know, the sky's the limit with what you could think and afford, you know.
Yeah, of course.
So you know, I like it, you know what I'm saying?
I like to see that. I like to see that people are thinking outside of the box, you know.
Exactly.
There's a lot of and don't get me wrong, traditional is dope. I love it, but just to see something like every now and then, it's like a little, you know what I mean? Like I get to see something different, you know, something, right?
I mean, much love. I mean, you see, I told you, I got Impala in the house. Nothing wrong with it, you know. I love it, you know, but something different.
Right.
You know, much love to all the engraved Impalas and chrome. Much love to that. I mean, you see, I'm kind of doing something like that, but just once in a while, something different.
Yeah. And not to say that you won't ever do it again.
Oh, yeah.
But now you're here right now.
the phase that you're in right now, right? That's dope, man.
Exactly. You know, they trip out on me. Like I said, I've only been from one other car club before, and you know, I had to step on my own way. You know what I'm saying? To enjoy something that I probably back in the day I would feel like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, why not? You know, you have one life, you gotta live it to the fullest and do things that make you happy.
We're glad that you think like that. Like on our end, as a spectator, as a fan of it, we love to see that, you know, that there's people that still think like, you know, even our generation is what it is, right? Like from where we come from, for us to see that, like, man, that's crazy that people are still, you know, wanting to build something different.
Yeah, man, it just inspires. I mean,
and you know what, how I see it, Stonie, is this, that it's you being the bridge between the mini trucks and the lowriders, because in reality we're all one, you know, we're all right. I mean, to say we all experience the same, you know, harassment by, you know, cops sometimes, or, you know what I mean, or the shade that we've all experienced it the same way, you know.
And I get it, you know, there's mini truck people who are like, you know what, but that's not period correct. I understand it. And there's people like lowrider people like, why you put that on a mini truck thing? But you know, then there are those people like, you know what, I'm not gonna be afraid to put some lowrider inspired stuff on my mini truck.
Right.
Or, you know, why not? I mean, if we have the possibility and the vision, the artists are there to do it, why not do it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta break out the box, man. You know, step outside the box and get out of your own way, and you never know what might be the outcome.
Yeah, well, this is a nice outcome. We love it.
Thank you, man.
Let me ask you about the interior.
Okay. This interior, well, like I said, I have my homeboy Joe, who's been doing interiors for about 20 something years, easy, over 20 something years. And I was like, you know what kind of interior should I do on here, man? And I was like, should we do just a regular stock? Joe was like, nah, you know, let's go, like, again, thinking outside the box, like to do. I mean, I know back in the day there's been little mini trucks, and I seen a Suzuki a while back with tuck and roll, right? So why not do tuck and roll too? And I took it to him, came up with a little simple idea, and we're like, yeah, you know, this is good. That's why, and he's a good friend of mine, and you know, I'm gonna be taking it back to redo it. Right. Like whenever I want, the door's there, you know. Yeah,
and so there's was there room to improve?
Oh yeah, change? Always, you know.
Right.
Once it comes out one time, you're like, man, I should have done this. Or I should have done that.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at with it right now. I mean, I'm happy with what I have. Just, you know, I'm gonna change it up a little bit. Like I said, the good thing is that it's fun. This car was fun to do, to drive, and you know,
to be able to be a part of like the cruise nights and the picnics and the shows, right?
I mean, even though I don't go out that much, but when I do, I like to give people, you know, they, oh wow, trip out on that, man. So straight lowrider dudes, they'll be like, hey man, I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Yeah.
You know, and even the negative comments, they're all welcome.
No, I know.
You know what I mean?
You'll always have those.
Yeah.
But I think that what makes up for it is the positive feedback.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Then you know, if you brush off the rest, and you're like, who cares? You know, I'm building it my way. Whatever, this is what I want to cruise in right now, you know?
And then that's the thing, even the good ones or the bad ones, people shouldn't worry too much about what people think of what you're building. Build it for yourself, enjoy the build, enjoy the process, because sometimes it could be stressful. Headaches.
Any build, huh?
Yeah.
Any type of car,
That's why sometimes you see people that selling their car for 100,000. Somebody might say, wow, why does he want so much? Like, you don't know the headaches that man's been through with his car. So let him.
No, it's like this, or do it yourself, and you'll see what headaches you're gonna deal with.
And you know they are, but people out there who know that what I'm talking about, you know, it happens, bro. It happens. It's all part of the game.
So you mentioned earlier, Stonie, that you have another car that you're building, right? So obviously this is not your ultimate build.
Oh no.
But you're happy with what you have. You're you know, right? Like this is something that you're gonna keep.
Yeah. Now I'm getting into my 50s, which is not old to a lot of people, but me, I've gotten rid of a lot of cars that like maybe a lot of people regret selling their cars. I do too. Now I do. So I'm getting to a point where like any car that I build, I'm gonna start keeping. So then now it's like more like a quality, not quantity, huh? Like it's not everything, it's more what you do have, you're gonna keep it, you're gonna put your touch on it, and that's more my like is. I mean, like I said, I've been blessed, because I mean, this is something that nobody needs. It's something that we're blessed to have. That's what people forget. You know, And so
Not everybody is at this point in their life where they're able to say, I have even this. They would wish they had, right?
That's why there's times when I get stressed out. I think, man, look at me. I'm complaining because my chromer doesn't have it ready. Like, it's a trip, man.
Yeah.
Just hang on.
And I've met, honestly, I have a lot of friends from other countries, right? Like Mexico, Brazil, Japan. But even Japan they're in a different category because they're in a league of their own now, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like if we don't know the struggles that they go through sometimes, even getting, you know, something apart, you know, like A-arms, like, you know, where we go to we're able to walk into a shop and buy, you know, a dump, buy, you know, a pump, you know, buy.
That's what I mean. This is something that you have to take the good with the bad.
Right.
Because it's not all just...
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. It'll test you. Yeah. It'll test you for sure. You know, even in the Suzuki, it was hard to get some parts.
Oh yeah, I can imagine,
you know,
bro.
But
I know I asked you a little bit about the outside, and I know, like you said, like some of them, you know, you custom made them because, you know, where do we find them?
Where do you find them, bro? Like,
yeah.
But as it gets more popular for certain cars, you'll find them even if they're reproduction, which I'm fine with that.
And I'm glad that to see you lead the way. Because for all you know, there's somebody in their garage right now putting one of these together, you know.
Yeah, I hope so, man. The born variant, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dope, bro. What type of rims do you have and wheel?
I have they're Chinas. They're 15 by 10s with candy green spokes.
Yeah.
You know, the 3-prong knockoff. You know, I've never had that kind of rim. I've only had 13 by 7s. Like I said, this sounds like, you know, I want to do something that none of my friends ever see me roll.
Right.
And I'm happy with it. You know what I'm saying? And even with that, I bumped into a problem, like to mount the tires, I couldn't find anybody. And that's how I bumped into my club brother, Jonathan. Shout out to Jonathan, you know what I mean? He
helped you out.
He helped me out, man. My club's very helpful, man. That's one thing about them.
Speaking of which, the exotic ones.
The exotic ones.
Where's the history with Stonie and the exotic ones?
Well, the history with me and the exotic ones is like, I remember when I was a little kid, I must have been in the 5th grade.
Okay.
A friend of mine, his older brother used to be from the exotic ones back in the 80s. So when I used to see that, I used to draw those cars, you know, the little mini trucks back in the 5th grade. Must have been the 5th grade. And it was a surprise to me to see them come back again. So I was like, I could have probably joined any club, but I wanted to join the exotic ones. It's the name that I know from back then, you know. And lucky for me that the members, the president, the vice president, all the guys, they're good peoples, man. It's a family there. You know, a lot of times, you know, even your own people hate on you, and that's why I couldn't understand sometimes when I try to go back.
Right.
You know, but I feel comfortable where I'm at, man. And that's how you know, me and the history of the exotic ones. I wouldn't fly no other flag.
No.
Nah.
At this point, you're good where you are.
I'm good where I'm at.
Yeah. All right.
I'm good, man. I'm comfortable. They're very supportive. They don't cock block any opportunities.
Right.
That you see like this, they could have probably said, nah, mine, or nothing, bro. They're just real chill people, man.
Yeah.
You know,
family.
Yeah, family. You know, very relaxed. You know, we do what we can with our cars, and we're moving and we're changing along like every other car club. You know,
elevating for yourselves.
Yeah, for ourselves, bro.
Hydraulics. Right now, so I'll get a little shot of you if you want to hit the switch.
So you know, just a little.
So hydraulics. What are you running on this right now?
Just the basic the deltas, 2 pumps, 4 batteries. Nothing major, like, you know, super to hop or to tear it up. You know, I was gonna put airbags. Nothing wrong with airbags, but I said, nah, you know what? I know a little hydraulics a little better. I said, I gotta put hydraulics. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, they leak, the batteries die, but it's all part of it, you know?
Yeah.
So I just went with some. I am gonna change it. I'm gonna put some better gears,
upgrade it.
Yeah, upgrade it. Now that I have it rolling, you know, once you have it rolling, it's like everything. Like, if people might get ideas from mine, I get ideas from my own ride too. Like, oh man, I should have done this, I should do that. You know, and
that's the beauty of it, that you have room for improvement with everything that is in here. That it's not one finalized, like that's it. Like, there's no way I'm gonna change.
I don't think any car out there is done with anything they could do to it.
And you know what? Out of the people that I've interviewed, I love to hear that story of, like, this is like the second phase or the third phase of this car. Like, it was different. Like, when I got it, it was this way. When I, you know. So I feel like there's like the love you have for the car, obviously, like you said, you want to keep this one. You're not gonna get rid of it. So there's no other choice but to improve.
Yeah,
change the rims out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Add maybe more murals.
Yeah.
You know, like I noticed that there's a convertible top, right? You can take off the top. So I mean, even that, like, you know, you have, you know, chrome, you have, you know, other things that you could add to it, right?
Yeah, it's, you know, always, man, you know, and then, like I said, and the thing different about this one is that I've never done something like this. It's fun, you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
it feels. I'm already excited to be in here. You know what I mean?
It's a little fun little ride.
Yeah,
you know, something different. You know.
Absolutely.
You know, I still, you know, working on my Impala and stuff, but you know, just take a little break, take a breather from it. Maybe I get some ideas from here to put over there. I don't know what, but maybe something different. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's dope, man. That's good to hear that. You know, that you have this for us to enjoy also. Even if we enjoy it from, you know, from checking it out from afar, right?
And not only that, man, it makes you meet people, man. Like, you know, I met you now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the good thing, man, you know.
Yeah, this is a way to make friendships, you know, like because there's somebody out there with probably the same story, you know, like I know myself, I have similar stories to a lot of people. My uncles, you know, they influenced us.
Yeah.
Two of my uncles, right? And even now, who knows who I'm influencing, you know, with this.
What
you know?
doing, much love and much blessings, man, to you doing, man, you know.
Absolutely, man. So any plans for this for the future? Solid plans that you said, this is exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, it's supposed to be going back to the interior shop, but before that, I'm gonna take it, get some more murals done, and then from there, the interior shop, you know, like look at it, change it a little bit around,
right,
you know what I'm saying? Work on the hydraulics a little bit, but as I'm going, you know, because I don't want to have two projects. I want to be able to drive something when I can while I'm working on the other one that's.
Are you the type that you get a kick out of the project portion of the car? Like you like it, you enjoy the
I guess yes, I do. Even though like you probably hear me bitch and complain about it, I guess we're addicted to the stress of it. Bro.
Maybe, yeah.
Because I think even the guys that have the things at their hands, I think they still stress out.
Oh yeah.
There's some kind of stress.
What is the saying? Pressure builds diamonds.
Hey, man, that's
right?
Yeah.
So this is your diamond. You know what I mean?
Because it is stressful.
Yeah.
But look at. Once I finish with one, there goes the other one, and there goes the other one. You know?
Yeah.
So it's cool. I mean, it's a lifestyle, man.
Yeah,
it is a lifestyle, bro. You know?
Well, you know, I'm glad that that you're able to share that with us, especially your history, you know, in the car scene. You know, like I know we were talking earlier off camera about, you know, going up, you know, Crenshaw, and you know what I mean, back in the days how it was, you know, even we used to cruise Pacific, you know, back in the days, and that was more like on the paisa scene, but you'd see one or two lowriders out there, and we enjoyed it, you know, because it's just, I guess, maybe the kick out of just being out there and watching cars.
It's part of the culture, man, you know what I'm saying? Part of
anybody that you could say that you want to say thank you to?
To my wife, my kids, you know, they never got in my way, you know, of doing this, man. And you know, the wife always supports my let's chrome this now. And I think it's important where there's the woman who's doing something and the husband to support, because if it's not a team, if you have a team and not a team, you're gonna have a hard time, as it is, you know how it is with these cars. Want to thank them, you know what I'm saying, for helping me to get my vision into reality, you know what I'm saying. And
even just the support, huh? I think that goes a long way.
At least not to stand in your way and embarrass you. You know
Yeah, and it sucks because a lot of guys don't have that. A lot of people don't have that support system, and I think it matters. Like you know, that for you to say like, man, I didn't do it by myself. You know, I had that. Even that's just like, oh, you know, calm down. The paint shop will be ready. The chrome will be like, you know.
But you know, and for things that maybe I can't do, my wife will be over there. You know, she's more like, well, when is my stuff gonna be ready? You know what I'm saying?
So technically, everybody that's watching up until now, this car belongs to her.
It belongs to her.
Why isn't she here?
Because, you know, she's barely starting how to drive the stick shift. You know, she gets a little embarrassed. But like I said, I built this for her. Yeah. This is her ride. I'm just her driver.
There you go.
You know, for so many, this was like a gift for me to her, for so many years of her supporting me, building my rides, for putting up with my cars, with my, you know, my staying away from home. So I wanted to build something that's for her.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? We never thought about it once, like, oh, can I drive it or not? We just she decided on this. I said, "Would you sure? Okay, let's make this vision." You know, and I put my 2 cents into it, like they say. And you know, thank God it's something she likes, and you know, people enjoy.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I built it for her, and you'll see her cruising out there soon on her own.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
soon, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I like.
So if you guys see a 62 and a Suzuki out there, just know that that's a team right there.
Yeah. You know, all our cars are ours, though. You know what I'm saying? They're our cars. But yeah, you know, I give credit where credit is due. It's hers. I built it for her.
That's right.
And I want her to enjoy it to the fullest, and you know, because if she's happy, I'm happy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a key, all right, guys, for a long marriage, and for you to have all the projects you want in your backyard. Have the wife happy.
Happy wife, happy
Stonie,
life, man.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, brother.
Appreciate you.
This was really fun and entertaining and exciting, and you know, I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man. Me too, man. I hope people enjoy it, and you'll see us out there on Weeder.
Definitely.
You know? Thank you, man.
All right, everybody. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was fun riding along. I know it's, you know, 2 big guys in the in the little car, but it was fun, you know. And thank you once again, Stonie, for letting us take a ride with you. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I want to thank Love for the Streets for coming down to showing love. I want to thank my wife, you know, for supporting me for all my adventures with these cars. And I want to thank my club, the exotic ones.
There you go.
Okay? They're all good people, man. We're out here showing strong. Thank you once again, man, for coming through, man.
That's right.
Showing love, man. Thanks, man.
All right, everybody. So stay tuned for next week's episode. Make sure you like, you subscribe, share this video. And until then, this has been The Ride Along. See you guys next time.